Alright everybody, welcome to the JWR America 250. Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth bringing the action for tonight. 94 laps on deck here at Talladega with a loaded field. Right now, Devin Ray Westling, Michael Brown, Michael Menchaca, Garrett Caswell, your top five. Jeffrey Vickery, Howard Sturther Jr., Thomas Kinzer, Cameron Craighead, your top 10 at the moment. With just 10 minutes left, big names again in the field tonight. Malik Ray, Daniel Falkenham supposed to be in the field tonight. Got the Dega pros in action. I'm waiting to see if the McCulloughs are able to join. Nathan Harper in the field tonight. Matthew Baker. A lot of big names tonight. And hopefully be a race that nobody will soon forget. So you can't talk to a couple drivers before we get started tonight. Matthew Baker, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy? Try this one more time. Matthew Baker, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy? Matthew Baker not available for an interview at this present moment. Still got plenty of guys to go around through. Get one cat in here. No stranger to big money races tonight. John Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy? Try this again. John Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy? Okay, so 0-2 for tonight. Already, dang. We'll hold out on interviews at the moment. Well, matter of fact, right now, Ray, Lane, Brown, Menchaca, Garrett Caswell, still your top five. 7.5 minutes. Let's see here. Right now, Devin Ray at the forefront. Garrett Caswell. See if he's at his microphone. Garrett Caswell, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
But man, you are the first one to have a copy this so far tonight. Well, right now,
Lucky me.
Yeah, I swear. Right now, 5th on the speed charts at the moment. I will say though, 5th really don't mean nothing here at Talladega. Of course, reigning the PGR 500 earlier this year. These big races, what's it going to take tonight to try and get the job done?
Staying away from everyone till the end because there's going to be a lot of wrecks. So it's just about survival. Me and my guys are just going to chill for a little bit. Maybe joke around a little bit, have some fun. Better than everyone on pit stops. So if it does come down to green stop pit stops, then we got them there. It's just about survival, I guess.
Well, I'll ask you this. At what point in the race, 94 laps, when is it go time?
I don't know. It's just whenever I get tired of being patient, I reckon.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, buddy. Best of luck tonight. Garrett Caswell right now 5th on the speed charts. He won't be the only one. A threat tonight. Nathan Harper is in the field. Just talked about him. Obviously, you have the Dega Pros in action tonight. And the Jack Shack. The Jack Shack in there. Trevor Astronaut, don't know if he'll be in attendance. We'll wait and see. Try Nathan Harper. Nathan Harper, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Sir, I do.
Okay, so now we're 2 for 2, or 2 for 4 now. Well, right now, 12th on the speed charts, working with your teammate Miles Bagley.
Yep.
I will say, no stranger like Garrett Caswell. Just got done talking to him a few minutes ago. I'll ask you the same question. When is it go time if you plan on riding in the back, or is the plan to stay at the front where it might be the safest?
Let's say I think it's a 94 lap race. Yeah, usually the longer races I just ride in the back. I don't know, maybe like 20-ish to go. 25, 20 to go, and then just go from there. Instant DQ tonight, so gotta be careful not to cause a wreck. But yeah, 20, 25 laps to go, I'll start making moves.
Well,
Maybe 30.
Well, I'll ask you this part. This race tonight, how much preparation will this help with the SummerSlam 499 coming August 2nd? This is about the longest race y'all have between now and then, unless somebody else throws up another 250. How much will this aid, not just yourself, but some of the drivers?
Well, I don't really think it's going to help because we're on an entirely different set, so the racing is going to be way different. But, I mean, just the race being, longer by itself, I mean, I don't know. I guess just sitting there and waiting, train yourself to do that, I guess, not get impatient. But how the racing is, I mean, it's going to be different because we're on an entirely different set than what PGR is going to be. So, yeah.
Well, buddy.
I might get right hooked on my teammate here. He's side drafting me.
Yeah, I see it. Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you at the end of 250 miles.
All right, see you, man.
Yes, sir. Well, so Nathan Harper already going to a backup car. Getting dial up a couple more here while we got a moment in the action. Da-da-da-da. Get a word with the current owner of JWR right now, and the man looking to try to turn this 2026 around the best way possible. James Waring, do you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir, Garrett. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. Post hungover, post ready to go for tonight. As for tonight, Dega Pros in full swing. You, most importantly, putting on the race tonight. How do you anticipate navigating 250 miles, or really what can we expect with this custom package?
With this package, you're going to see cars able to close up on the aero double without help. So you'll see a lot more tandem pushing. All 3 lanes should work very well tonight, so you're going to see some good 3-wide racing. Try to go back into the days of the old SSK days when we would have 4-wide would be the normal thing. But with this group of talent that we have assembled tonight, it should be an awesome show for everybody.
Well, buddy, first off, I ain't seen your name on there, so I'm going to ask this. Are you running or race controlling tonight?
I am race controlling tonight.
Well, with that being said, I'll ask you this question here with 55 seconds remaining in practice. Sitting here watching tonight, we already got Harper's view of things. It's a whole different setup than what PGR will be running for the SummerSlam, but is there anything just watching tonight that you can maybe take out of tonight?
As always, you know who the top ones are to watch and to learn from, and so those are the ones you want to watch their strategy, see how they do things, see when they make the moves, how they make the moves. Basically, that's it. That's where you want to learn from. Learn from the best, right?
Buddy, you'll have a great view at it tonight. Hopefully, we'll talk to you. Well, normally this part, I said, hopefully we'll talk to you after this part, but you're throwing me for a loop with the race control. So best of luck tonight from the tower, and hopefully you have a blast.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. So right now, practice concluded. Devin Ray top of the board with a 48.854. Not seeing on our list that the McCulloughs are going to make it, so MMS. Right now, we only have Richard Elliott and Mark Von Dale that we can tell at this moment. Cody Nagel's in the field tonight. Daniel Falkenham has joined. Two confirmed there. Kyler Wynn in the field. Malik Ray. Qualifying up next. Right now, Thomas Bayardov, hopefully I said that right, will be the first one to post a lap. Garrett Caswell running out right behind him. All right, Thomas on the clock. Garrett Caswell will be next up. Right now, rolling out onto the track. Michael Menchaca is rolling out. Devin Ray. Tucker McClennan's in the field tonight. Several others. Right now, 28.6 through the first half for the 55. All right. Time to beat. 53.548 the first lap. Garrett Caswell to start his second lap across the line. Caswell 54.253. That's just a throwaway. That's the lap nobody cares about. Got others on. Again, Devin Ray on the track. Bagaman Chaka back to the pits. 55. We're going to tune back on him for a moment. Not faster. 53.566. He'll have to stand on that 548. Garrett Caswell, however, 26.7. Fastest through the first section on his second lap. Caswell, this might be the time to beat. It's got to be a 2:53 across the line. Garrett Caswell, 53.459. It is not top of the board. A thousandth of a second off. 54 or 53.456. Devin Ray, however, first lap 8:62. Ray right now on track. Fastest to the first half. It's all about this last half. Matter of fact, for qualifying through turn 3 all the way back to the start finish line. Probably more critical. Ray on the apron. Right now, 6th quickest across the line. Survey says top of the board, 53.430 for Devin Ray. Michael Barksdale just across the line. Tucker McClellan stands on his 1 lap. Cameron Craighead, 54.766. Craighead, I mean, he's looking for a big one. Right now, about a 10th off from the top 3 who all posted the 26.7s. Craighead's going to need a big improvement, already dropping. So Craighead across the line. The lap he'll have to stand on. Survey says 475, 6th quickest for Cameron Craighead. Tucker McClellan stands on his. Wes Lang right now 9th quickest with a 498. And he ain't gonna take the apron here, so this probably ain't gonna help him too much. A lot of guys, matter of fact, messed up the ticker. Non-improvement for Lang, so see if we can't get the ticker reset here. Had to go with that one for a minute right now. 14 drivers have all posted A laps so far. Miles Bagley. No stranger is sitting on pole for number 25 machine. Right now, needs a pickup. Needs a big pickup. Miles Bagley not taking the apron, takes it late. And he gets the grass. Don't know if that's going to count against him. Well, 583, it wasn't going to be an improvement, no way. Got a lot of drivers on the racetrack. Mark Vondell. Vondell's yet to set a lap. Matter of fact, he's going to set this one. Nathan Harper on the track. Harper's first lap. 070, 17th quickest. This is going to be the money one. Just short of 3 minutes remaining, and Harper needs a small pickup. He's in range to at least snag a top 5 spot, not Matthew Patton out of the running. We're going to see it here. Harper off of 4. To the trail, Nathan Harper, survey says this is good enough to beat a 430. 448, 3rd quickest for Nathan Harper. Hell of a lap. Matthew Baker. First lap, 54.424. Just under 2 minutes remaining. If you have not ran, need to get out there now. Max Danda posted his lap 54.131. Baker again, another one of them within striking range of the top 6, top 8. Is this good enough to knock off Devin Ray for the front spot? Baker through the tri-oval, across the line. 445, 2nd quickest for Matthew Baker. It's going to be tough to beat that 30. 448 for Matt Lee on his second lap, or on his first lap. You can call it done after that. Chase Mastrutta, Kenny Reel, on track, Jeff Merck as well. But they're going to have to stand on these laps. 45 seconds remaining. Mastrutta across the line. 4:48 for Mastrutta, 8th quickest. Jeff Merck across the line. 4:40, 3rd quickest for Merck. Malik Ray, another 4:48, 11th for Malik Ray. Jackson Buys will be the last one to take a shot at it. 15 seconds remaining for Buys. If he does not get this in, he will be starting deep in the field. 5 seconds. He's going to barely make it. Buys across the line. 4:64, 18th for Jackson Buys. And that'll conclude. That's going to conclude qualifying. Devin Ray on pole for tonight. While we got a moment here in warm-ups, would like to thank the sponsor of tonight, CCR, Chris Carter, the Flying Aces, putting this out for another while. We got a moment in warm-ups. We got a lot more drivers trying to pick from tonight. Let's see if we can't get a couple word with a few more drivers. While we got a moment, look at the qualifying results as well. Try to get a good gauge on who we can pull from. Got Malik Ray 11th, Garrett Caswell 16th, Cuddy Nagel 2nd. Get a word with him along with Jeff Merck. Matthew Baker, try to get a word with him. On further down, Jackson Buys 18th, kind of a surprise. Aaron McDonald, some notable drivers who did not qualify. Falkenham, Stephen Miles, Dylan Jones, John Ward, Seipel, Kinzer. All drivers sitting deep in the field. See, can't get a word with a few drivers. So let's first start off with Daniel Falkenham. Daniel Falkenham, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Oh, hey, what's up? How we doing?
We're doing pretty good. What I do? Take you by surprise?
What's up?
What I do? Take you by surprise?
Yeah, I was not expecting an interview this early before the races. They're usually after the race, but hey, here we are.
Well, buddy, I'll ask you one thing kind of surprised me, which of course I ain't been watching you longer than what some of your fans have been, but I was kind of surprised not setting a qualifying time. Sees you very deep in this 39 car field. Does that kind of surprise you as well, or do you fit, or was this all part of the plan just to ride for a little while?
Yeah, like I usually never qualify for any of these races except for like the big races where you have like the duels and stuff where you have to qualify yourself in. But yeah, I rarely qualify for these races anyway. So yeah, we usually just gonna chill. We got a 250-mile race. It's a long race, and kind of like probably gonna be a preview of what we're gonna see in the SummerSlam in a couple weeks. So. Yeah, just out here, gonna take my time trying to get to the front, and just more importantly, just try to be there when it matters most.
Well, buddy, I'll ask you this last question. You mentioned SummerSlam, second last year to Malik Ray. We're here now. How is the road for the SummerSlam been for Falkenham so far? And as for tonight, what are you going to be able to take away from tonight?
Yeah, just kind of been the same room I've been on the last. Like last year and stuff, just kind of come out, enjoying these races, working with my teammates, and just trying to get some good finishes. We haven't won in a little bit, so hopefully we can try to get some momentum swinging back our way. But, I mean, we were up front in PGR last Thursday before we lost out at the end. So I mean, we're still running good. It's just I haven't been able to get the finishes I want. So we got to try to rectify that, and hopefully we can start that by trying to win this thing tonight.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
All right, thanks, buddy. You have a good one. Enjoy the show.
Yes, sir. Well, we got a moment. I'm going to snack his boss real quick. Start second tonight. Okay, Nagels, I ain't going to keep you very long, buddy. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Well, starting second tonight. Another 250 for you to make your start in. The game plan night, stay at the front where it's safe, or do you feel like it's going to be safer to ride in the back? Really, what can you gauge from practice and warm-ups here?
For me personally, I'm planning on just, keeping it up front. I think anytime I go to the back, it just seems like I get caught up in crap. So I think my best bet is, I don't think every teammate I have is going to be on that same strat, but me personally, I'd like to keep it somewhere up toward the front, knowing that if a wreck happens, it's likely going to be behind me.
Well, I will say, for Cuddy Nagels, the road to the SummerSlam has been underway. A couple good runs in MMS here lately. Can tonight kind of boost the confidence going forward as we itch closer to August 2nd for the second biggest race in PGR and the biggest race of the summer? What can you take away from tonight? Whether it's confidence, momentum, what can you build towards the SummerSlam?
I think you can probably build off your finish, but it kind of depends if they use this custom set. Because if we, decide to go with a fixed set, then I think a lot of what happens in this race can kind of be a throwaway if the setup's different, because the setups run vastly different. It just really depends what setup they're going to run in the SummerSlam. But regardless, I mean, I have a job and it's to stay up front. So if I can accomplish that tonight, I'd say it will give me a good momentum push before the SummerSlam.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. I'll let you get gritted up, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So starting lineup for tonight. We'll go as follow. A couple new drivers in the field tonight. Devin Ray, Cuddy Nagels on the front row. No surprise for these two starting up front. About Jeff Merck, Chase Mastretta. Been a long time since Merck has gone to victory lane. Chase Mastretta, winner from a couple weeks ago. Matthew Baker, Kyler Wynn, couple PGR regulars will roll off from the top six. Row 8, Jeffrey Vickery, Nathan Harper. Vickery, another one of them new guys. How about row number 10, Kenny Reel, Matt Lee, front of the top 10 spot. Malik Ray, Richard Elliott rolling off front of the fast 12. Expect Malik Ray to be a contender tonight. Aubrey Thompson, Michael Menchaca rolls off from row 7. Field rolling down on the racetrack. Matthew Patton, Garrett Caswell. Mark Vondale, Jackson Byes rolls off for row 9. Right at the top 20, Michael Brown and Max Danda. Expect Danda at the front pretty quick as well. Cameron Craighead, Miles Bagley rolls off for row 11. Row 12, Larry McDonald and Michael Barksdale. Tucker McClellan, West Lane rolls off for row number 13. Joseph Allen, Danny Barnes, a couple MMS and Skid Row racing drivers rolls off deep in the field. Howard Strother Jr. and the 55 of Thomas. Daniel Lolas and Tim White. Tim White making his return tonight. Daniel Falkenham, one of the favorites, rolls off deep in the field in 33rd next to Stephen Miles. Dylan Jones, John Ward, a couple heavy hitters. Again, rolling off deep in the field. Both of them not setting a time tonight. Nick Seipel, Jason Kinzer from 38th spot. Round out the field, William H. Scott Jr. into number 2. That is the 39 car field for tonight. All right. Showtime. Field comes down to the United Rentals restart zone. Ray, Nagels, we're rolling. 94 laps is underway. Oh, big checkup already. Well, the driver's cutting a lot of brakes here already. 3 wide, Garrett Caswell up the middle lane. Caswell already not wasting time. Chase Mastretta leads them off of turn number 4. Across the line, give it to Chase Mastretta. Some drivers already hanging out in the back. Chase Mastretta leads the first lap. Here comes Matthew Lee down on the bottom. Mastretta covers it. Kyler Wynn getting pushed by Caswell on the outside lane. You'll see drivers already trying to make up some ground. 3 wide already. Did not take long. Malik Ray up the outside. Ray and Thompson and Caswell tended to that third lane. So you're going to see really, drivers are already going to start experimenting. They're going to see how good this third lane works. Malik Ray 4 wide already. Splits Garrett Caswell. And Caswell goes to the back. Ray trying to mount a charge early, started at 11th. At the front, Cody Nagels, Jeff Merck. Middle lane kind of accordion right now. Mastretta really working that bottom lane. Mastretta up in front of Cody Nagels. Matt Lee up in front of Wynn. Lee gonna try to pull that third lane up, try to make it 3 wide for the lead. Again, shout out to CCR and Chris Carter for sponsoring tonight's race. Still 3 wide. Kyler Wynn down below Matt Lee for the lead. 3 wide for turn on back. It'll take about 10 rows deep. Long way to go, long way to go. I think these drivers right now, they're focused on trying to make a green flag pit stop, trying to make something happen. Not necessarily trying to make something happen as in a wreck early on in this one, but some drivers just trying to figure out how they want to play this, how they want to work with this. It's just experimenting right now, finding your friends, finding your allies, your teammates. Laps to go already in the America 250, and Matt Lee. Here comes Jackson Byes, and not take Byes long to get from 18th to the top spot. Byes with Malik Ray, Chase Mastretta, Cody Nagels, Richard Elliott, the top 5 in that middle lane. Kyler Wynn changes that up. He'll shoot to the outside. Matt Lee right on board with a few drivers. Matter of fact, go ahead and get our first ride along throughout the night. Cody Nagels right on board with him right now, 12. Don't see some patriotic schemes tonight before 4th of July weekend coming to a close. Ain't no better way to do it than doing this right here. 94 laps around Talladega. Right now, Matt Lee leads over Kyler Wynn, Jackson Bowden, Elite Ray, Chase Mastrutta. That is your top 5. Craighead, Baker, Ray, Miles Bagley, and Cody Nichols, your top 10. A little bit even further back here. Nathan Harper said his A-Way is going to ride around in the back for the majority of this night, maybe 20 or 30 to go. Start making a run, doing just that. Harper right now part of the second pack in 29th. Right now, the action's here at the front. Malik Ray, Cameron Craighead stuck on the outside lane. They're going to fall back to the Dega Pro drivers. Matthew Patton, one of them. Right now, Matt Lee leads here at Talladega down the back straightaway. Swap that over to Matthew Baker. He'll take the lead down the back straightaway, getting pushed by Cody Nagels. Biggest movers right now: Ward, Thomas Lang, Miles Bagley, Danny Barnes. Oh, wrecking big already! Chase Mastrutta, Malik Ray. Oh, good grief. Garrett Caswell. Michael Menchaca, Malik Ray. Done already. Ray trying to get it turned back around and rolling. This is going to wipe out a lot of cars, a lot of good cars. Well, we can see what happens. Well, attempt to see what happens. Really, it's just hard to really say here. If I'm Elite Ray, he'll probably one of the best ones in this to really look at least. All right, let's see what happens. Three wide. Richard Elliott. Oh, and a 99. That's what's going to get Malik Ray. And Ray does not get a lot of damage out of this, so Malik's probably going to be one of them. He's blessing in the skies here. Richard Elliott, on the other hand, not going to be so fortunate. See what happens, really. A little bit of a, that's hard to say. That's net cutter. Elliott just gets loose regardless of the fact. Everybody scattering. Garrett Caswell, Minor. I don't know about Minor now. As net cutter. Right on board Garrett Caswell through this. Nothing you can do. Everybody's crashing all around you. I mean, from what we can tell, it is minor contact. I don't think it's going to hurt him all that bad, to be flat out honest with you. Nathan Harper. Harper, and this is the exact reason why Nathan Harper wanted to be back here. Can't say that I blame him. Danny Barnes. If he makes it through this. Oh, we'll rewind the footage a little bit. He actually get a little bit out of this. John Ward add his name to the list. 99, so well, the big one strikes early in this one. Right now, Thomas Bayersdorf leads here over Cody Nichols, Matthew Baker, Miles Bagley, Chase Mastrutta. First caution of the night. in this one. See, can't talk to a couple drivers. If we can, that is. Danny Barnes, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. First off, how bad is the car?
What's up, Garrett?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, yeah, 6 minutes.
It barely hit anything.
You tell me. I don't know. 6 minutes, 50 seconds is what I had. I got it under 5, and under like 440 something left.
Well, I got to say, you were right there in the middle of it. What did you see, feel like happened? Did you hear anything over the radio leading to that? Like, what did you feel like happened from your perspective?
No, it seemed like everybody's pretty calm. It looked like a Richard and somebody. All of a sudden, Richard just turned sideways. I didn't know where to go, so I really don't. They said it was net code, so I really don't know. No one was griping, so I'm going to take it that's what it was.
Well, buddy, best of luck from here on out. Hopefully, you'll get the damage fixed and be up there at the front again.
Being forward.
All right,
I
buddy.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We'll have an update on the damage report. John Ward. Yeah, I think Ward did get a little bit of contact for the 99. Remains to be seen. For the record, anybody, if your driver is showing right now out on the ticker, might not necessarily be out, just a little bit further back to what we can see for the ticker. Of course, computer is very limited for something like this, but we're working with it. Yeah, see exactly what I mean. Aubrey Thompson, them, just gonna throw the ticker all out of sorts. All right. Be Thomas, Nagels, Baker, Bagley, Devin Ray, your top 5. White, Red, Tucker McClendon, Michael Barksdale, Jason Kinzer, the top 10. I believe we can confirm, I believe Michael Menchaca is done for the night. Of course, I believe he was the only driver getting a meatball flag out of any of this. Malik Ray deep in the field, back at 36. Light damage to his machine. First caution in the books. As Thomas Nagels brings us down to the United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling again in the America 250. Great restart back for Cody Nagels. That race won the race controls. Net code between the 9 and the 02. Unfortunately, it'll put a damper on quite a few drivers' shot tonight. Right now, they're starting to form back up on the outside lane. In the middle lane, Miles Bagley. Coming up the outside lane with Tim White, Tucker McClendon, Baker up Whittle. Cody Nagels follows him. Leaves the bottom open for Thomas, 3 wide, further back. Matthew Patton coming up the outside. Gonna try to a little bit of contact between the 21, another car, John Ward. Ward got any damage. It ain't affecting him in that 92. Ward up to 14. Cody Nagels leads across the line. Comes Ward with Matthew Patton. Can't miss the Deca Pro cars. They look exactly the same. Lap leaders so far tonight. Matt Lee's led 4, Nagels 3, Thomas 2, Mistretta 2. Buys 1, Kyler Wynn 1. Repairs so far, Michael Menchaca, a minute 47. Unconfirmed at the moment, Menchaca might be done. We'll have to wait and see. 3 wide. Speed for about 5th. Bagley, I don't know where to block. Gonna have to make it easy. Kyler Wynn almost comes in contact with him. Comes Kinzer. At number 6, storming up the middle lane. Baker and Nagels. I wish they could get out of Dodge. Goes Tim White on that third lane. Baker up. Baker up to the outside. Going to leave Nichols to the bottom. Bagley's going to push to 6. Kyler Wynn trying to get that bomb lane back going again. Matthew Baker to the top spot. A little bit of contact. Cody Nichols around to go again. Nichols up into the fence, and there goes about another 15 more. Cody Nichols, Nathan Harper, Miles Bagley, Caswell again, Tim White. Oh, for Pete's sake. Jeffrey Vickery, Garrett Caswell, Mark Vondale. There's about 15 or 20 more back there. Cody Nichols, the first to get turned, and then calamity strikes. God almighty. Nathan Harper, big damage to that number 4. Big damage to Cody Nichols. One of the favorites, 2 of the favorites coming into tonight. We're not tell how many more favorites got a piece of this. Jeff Mark, he may have damage. Hard to really say. All right. Well, you know when it's at the front of the field, God knows how many you're going to take with you. Let's kind of, from our angle, see what happened. A lot of contact. That's what happened. More contact than probably necessary. We're going down the back straight away. Tim White comes down, Doors, Nichols, all of that, and I believe Bagley, I don't even know if Bagley can push here. One driver motor expires. God almighty. Look at him. Look at this again, a bit slower. But there's just contact. Bagley. If Bagley lifts, and he's got Tucker McLennan up on his bumper, and all just accordion, and I mean, it's just John Ward laying into the outside wall. 21 gets a piece of this. McLennan, Matthew Lee, Aubrey Thompson, Buddy, is he? I know he don't quite shoot the gap. Jackson buys. There's Kenny Reel. Nathan Harper straight T-bones Miles Bagley. Garrett Caswell through the grass. You see him get contact. Just a lot of good cars tore up early in the going. Right on board with Cody Nichols. Cody Nichols, one of them said he feels safer at the front. I believe that comment's coming back to bite him. Jackson Byes is on board. Nothing Byes can do. Well, Aubrey Thompson, he gets hit big time in this one. Matt Lee. I mean, we got on boards for days with this one. Nathan Harper. Right in the back. This time will not save Nathan Harper. Going down bottom. Right. Ah! Right into Miles Bagley. Jesus. Oh, and another hit to the door. And another one to the right side for good measures. Kenny Reel. Kenny Reel's actually in a 99 car, so I've had that confused all night. One of the members of the Jack Shack trying to get all the way as low as he could. Ends up sliding back up the track. Thankfully, he's not going to hit nothing. Last on board before we get back going here, Garrett Caswell. And his night from hell probably is going to not get any better. Was the first one. Well, doesn't seem much of an issue. Alright, well then. Some drivers back in. We'll let the drivers settle down a moment before we pull them up for an interview. Learn my lesson enough that way. Aubrey Thompson. Aubrey Thompson, not how I wanted to start a conversation with you tonight. First off, how bad is the car hurt?
Hold on. Sorry, James is coming through. Hold on 1 second.
Take your time.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, we got some damage. Got a little bit more ding, but the car's still running good. For the most part. I mean, I was coming back up through the field with the damage, so I feel fine.
I gotta say, is it a bit too early for situations like this to take place? A little bit of dooring on at the front of the field, or really, what would you assess at these first two cautions?
I mean, it's just it's normal money racing, and they got a bonus on who leads the most laps, so you know they're gonna be fighting over that. I mean, it's just normal money racing.
Well, buddy, best of luck from here on out. Hopefully, we'll still talk to you in one piece at the end of this thing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, right now, of course, the Oakland working really down. I think we'll be able to tell Nathan Harper right now on the racetrack showed in 30th along with Cody Nagels. Don't know how bad. Yeah, both them cars still pretty hurt. There's Harper. It looks like they were able to get the hood fastened down. Trying to get up through the field as we get set to go for the restart. Vickery and Menchaca both 1 lap down. We know Overlay still ain't going to be completely right. Regardless of the fact, long as it tells us the top 10 and so forth, we're good. Into the United Rentals restart zone. Baker and Ray, we're rolling again. See if these first two cautions are a wake-up call to these drivers like, hey, log lap tonight. Find out. Devin Ray and Millie up in front of Baker. They'll work down the back straightaway. Thomas on the bottom, getting pushed by Barksdale. As they work down the back straightaway. Comes Jeff Mert to the outside. Mert. Let Malik Ray blend in with him. Mert for the Jack Shack right now up there in the mix. Devin Ray down on the bottom, getting pushed by Matthew Baker. Here's Ray. Here comes Jeff Mert to the outside with Malik Ray. Jackson buys. Elliott not going to. Elliott's going to stick to that middle lane for now, along with Joseph Allen. Mark Vondell coming up in that number 59 machine. They work down the back straightaway. Max Danda as the 0-2 and the 5 almost come together. Jeff Mert leads. They enter turn number 3 yet again. Wide already. Ray gonna try and pull his teammates for MMS and Elliott and Mark Vondell. Oh, one car off the wall. Miles Bagley, they're going again. Max Dando around. And hard into the wall. Well, yeah. Into the wall for Max Danda, and caution is out for a 3rd time tonight. We'll see how this one goes about. So Garrett Catchwell, I swear, Catchwell's wishing the night was already over with. They accordion on the bottom, but Clinton comes up, gets Catchwell, and of course, not gonna have the initial contact, but you can kind of imagine Well, you kind of like, so you can imagine how it hit. I mean, right rear is completely bent in. So Max Danda, be another one of them. It's gonna have a long night. Well, at the front, Jeff Mert, Malik Ray, Buys, Matthew Baker, Devin Ray. Right now, Chevrolet top 4, Devin Ray alone Ford in top 5. Next closest Ford, Richard Elliott at 7th. Caswell and Danda coming together after Tucker McClendon clips to 87. That will put us under caution number 3 as the field comes down. Well, Malik Ray wants to race off of pit road. Merck, Jason Bias, Chase Pastrada, Devin Ray, your top 5. And a rough one in this one. Still to come Wednesday nights, the MMS Donators Championship Series. The best in MMS for the Donators. Going for the championship, Joshua McCullough enters as the points leader as the regular season continues for the MMS Donators. Brought to you by CCR, Chris Carter and the Flying Aces. And a matter of fact, they are the proud sponsor for the America 250. Under the third caution of the night. After Garrett Caswell and Max Danda goes around. Or Max Danda and Garrett Caswell. The driver's taking a wave around. Alright, Trey Rackett, Malik Ray, Jeff Merck, Jackson Bies, Devin Ray, John Ward, your top 5. McDonald, Brown, Vondell, Kyler Wynn, Joseph Allen, your top 10. Try this one again. Pace car in this time, Elite Ray, Jeff Merck brings them down into the Troy Oval as they approach the United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling again. 97 did not get going on that outside. Matter of fact, he's going to drop back. Goes an Elite Ray. Pulls them out ahead. Three down, working lap 24. Ray bringing them down to the bottom. Couple of drivers scattering in the back, trying to make something happen. I think right now the standard's been set. There is no safe place around here. Right? There's been wrecks at the back. There's been wrecks in the middle. There's been wrecks at the front. There is no safe place right now, and it may have these drivers on edge as we go throughout. As speaking of the MMS Donators Championship, this newest winner, Larry McDonald, leads across the line. McDonald adds his name to the lap leaderboard. Believe it was payouts for the pole, payouts for the driver who led the most laps, and payouts to the top 10. As Kensler shoots to the outside lane, nobody goes with him. He's going to fall back again. How about one cat we ain't talking about all night? Has made his way to the top 6. And right now he is up 31 spots from where he started. Nick Seipel trying to mount a charge. We're pushing Michael Brown this moment. Middle lane has kind of lost some of its muster. But McDonald will bring him back around and lead his second lap of the night. Field works down the back straightaway. Well, at the front, Larry McDonald leads over Malik Ray, Michael Brown, Devin Ray, and Nick Seipel, who is again up 32 spots where he started tonight. John Ward up 26, and that patriotic number 92 on the bottom 10th. Running about the 10th spot at the moment. Well, at the front, McDonald trying to hold it. Got Michael Brown to his outside. A little bit of separation on the outside lane. It's quickly coming back. Right now, Brown with a slight lead as they enter turn number 3. And McDonald recovering him again. Action happening further back. So good. Michael Brown continues to try to take lead away from McDonald. Further back, Cody Nagels. Didn't think we'd count out that number 38, number 6 ever. But he wants to go by it. But Nagels right now trying to work his way back inside the top 10. Matt Lee bails on him. Like to fall back, wait for Tim White. Nope, Matthew Patton jumps up with him. As the field fades up to the top lane, Cameron Craighead. Big damage to that number 1 machine. Not appear to be hurting him too bad. Michael Brown has his name to the lap leaderboard. Speaking of leaderboards, right now you're seeing a lot of them. But right now, Baker, Lay, and Nagels have led the most so far. Big thing is who leads. Oh, Thomas Harden to the wall. Keep it straight, boys. Keep it straight. All right, we're good. We're fine. Massive hit for that 55 machine. At the front, however, Devin Ray, the pole setter, back to the top spot. Here comes Craighead up the middle, getting pushed by Baker. Elite Ray stuck with Nick Seipel at the moment, and John Ward, and Cody Nagels. Patton and Tim White. Top 6 on the outside lane. Baker stuck in the middle. He's going to go back a little bit. Ray has another lap to the lap leaderboard. He'll continue to work down the back straightaway. So far, a little bit of contact. Seipel keeping it straight. 4 wide for the moment. 4 wide again. And Seipel said, I don't think I want any of this no more. He'll drop back. Back to the 24th spot, as a matter of fact. Just confirm here momentarily. Right now, it would appear only 1 car is out so far tonight. Yeah. Well, at the front, here come Elite Ray and Baker again. John Ward pushing Elite Ray. Oh, a little bit of contact, raking in the back. Nick Seipel, Aubrey Thompson. Nick Seipel, big damage. Richard Elliott, Nathan Harper, Wes Lang, all involved in this. Lord have mercy. 4th caution of the night. See what happened. Well, he's going to start somewhere with Von. No, might not start with Vondale after all. You know, there with Tim White, perhaps. Roll the footage. Oh, that's Cameron Craighead. Tim White for a long slide. It starts out there with Cameron Craighead. Got a look at it here. Has him and Kyler Wynn come together? Believe so. Almost took McClendon's bumper off. And they just going together. It's hard to say if. It's hard to say if Craighead tried to block or if Wynn came down. Obviously, it's a race control call. Wynn steps out. And right there, Cameron makes that little adjustment. They come together. Cameron Craighead hard into the outside retaining wall. 87 comes down. He'll make contact with Thomas, and then the rest is just on from here. Nick Seipel hard on the brakes. He's going to get nailed by Aubrey Thompson, or no. Kind of hard to say how. Nick Seipel gets involved in this. Nonetheless, go on board with him. don't necessarily quite see how that blows a motor or does a meatball damage, but nonetheless. Next on board, Cameron Craighead. We can find him. Give us a minute. There he is. Already turn around there. Back it up a moment. Oh, who was that? Took a wicked shot. Hard to say. Cameron Craighead done for the night. Wes Lang right on board with him next. I want to say that because I believe Craighead's been disqualified. Goes to, oh! Jeez. That hurts. Remember the impacts that hurt. I don't care. Real life or to see them, they'll make you hurt. Fourth caution of the night. We'll take out a couple more. Well, right now, the way we are seeing the information, Cameron Craighead is the only one who is officially done for the night. The hopes of an America 250 is dashed. Okay, we take that back. Counter Win is having internet issues. So, 2 drivers done as we get set to re-rack it yet again. It will be Malik Ray, Cody Nichols, Devin Ray, Matt Lee, Matthew Baker, the top 5, Patton Brown, Mastrutta, Caswell, Strother, your top 10. Disciple 2 laps down. Wes Lang is not officially out of the race, but in the garage getting damage done. Again, the only ones out right now, Kyler Wynn and Cameron Craighead, who has been DQ'd. As we get set for the restart. Be Cody Nichols, Malik Ray, August 2nd, looking to make history, going 3 in a row for the SummerSlam. He will be bringing us down to United Rentals. Restart zone. We're rolling again. 35 laps in the books. Restart formally Ray. Nichols not so much. Evan Ray now pushing to 88. Out ahead. Wes Lang officially done for a night. The order is how it is. And how they run accordingly right now. Chase Mastrutta Back up inside top 5. Right now, Baker pushing Elite Ray. They're going to try to keep this middle lane rolling. Down to the bottom. We'll try to pull that bottom lane up. Here comes Kinzer. He's going to move up to a 5th spot. What in the world? Not sure what happened there, but interesting. Maybe a lag. Server lag or my lag, who knows? But regardless of the fact, it's weird. We'll take it off the tower for a minute and run it old school one more time. And now Chevrolet top 4 as Ray keeps swapping lanes, but this time Estrada's going to try to get to the inside. Not quite able to get there yet to Elite Ray. He will be to the inside of Baker. Here comes Kinzer. He'll look to the outside lane and blend right back in line. Michael Menchaca back in it, that 32 machine. Caution is out again. Trying to find it here. Daniel Lillis, Max Dana, Jeff Merck. Jeff Merck, more issues. Well, let's see what happens first off, if we can. Ah, Jeff Merck gets turned. There's the issue with Merck. Okay. There you look at it here. 3 wide. So been the trouble spot tonight. Net code on the 98, 97. Well, 97 to the 60. At least that's what it looks like from what we see. Take another look here in slow motion. I'll rewind it a bit first. '97 comes up. Net code to 60. And it is on. And thankfully, this is not taking out any more drivers than what it did. No, really, for all 3, they'll probably be able to put a set of tires on there and be ready to go. The field comes down, led by Elite Ray. Cody Nagels stays out. Danny Barnes, black flag. So Nagels and McDonald stays out. Oh, too close call. Matthew Baker, Chase Estrada, Elite Ray, Kinzer, Real, your top 5 off the pit road. Get a little bit of a race update while we're under caution. Lap leaders, Malik Ray has led 11 so far. So right now that extra bonus going to Malik. He's led the most laps out of 11, Nagels 5. Matthew Baker, Matt Lee 4. Everybody else 3 or less. Best lap so far tonight, Aubrey Thompson 48.24. Right now Thompson 29th as we stand. right now, weather report for tonight, 72 degrees. Air temperature, track, however, 97, only at 1 mile an hour. Only a 1 mile an hour wind speed out of the north, but the big thing is, track is under clear conditions. Alright. Three Racket, Nagels, McDonald, both have stayed out under this caution. Matthew Baker, Chase Mastretta, Malik Ray, your top 5. Kinsler, Real, Ray, Caswell, Joseph Allen, your top 10. Menchaca, Strother, John Ward, Stephen Miles, Matthew Patton, your top 15. Alright. Try this yet again. All right. Nagels, McDonald into the United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling again. 41 laps in the books. Better restart by Cody Nagels this time. Larry McDonald, however, not the best one. He's going to be pushed by Mastretta. Out to have a big head of steam coming off in turn number 2. Oh, Mastretta! He comes down in front of Kenny Rail. They're going to wreck again. The big one's part 3. Has happened at Talladega. Mart Vondell, Menchaca, McDonald. God almighty. Michael Menchaca, the second meatball of the night. Huh. Don't chase Mastretta. Go back and look at it. Think what we're looking at. I don't know. Kenny, he thought. I don't know. Chase thought. Kenny Real, of course, teammates for the Jack Shack. Matt Lee, meatball flag. That'll be night done for Lee. Well, I say that, but we'll see. I don't know if he thought Kenny Real was leaving him a hole. Thinking, oh, Garrett Caswell missing it, but I don't know really. Don't know really what was going through Chase's mind. I mean, it's just hard to say. I don't know if he thought the car can fit in that gap. If Kenny Real, be sure it is Kenny Real first. Yeah, if Kenny Real was leaving him in the gap or whatever the deal was, and Chase Mastretta meatball flag, be sure something else ain't happening. Well, look at it here in a second. Regardless of the fact, Mark Vondell almost had it through. He contacted Larry McDonald, right on board with a few drivers. First with the Jack Shack cam of Chase Mastretta. That's Kenny Real, actually. All right. Now Chase Mastretta. Rewind it a little bit. Mark Vondell. It's down, going down, going down, going down. It's 2 shots to the right side. Larry McDonald had a hell of a night going up until then. Oh. Several big impacts. Jason Kinzer. Right at his lap. Jason Mastretta done for the night, more than likely. Can get over Mark Vondell and a couple drivers here. Well, Mark Vondell, this is not how I wanted to talk to you. First off, how badly
how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, but first off, how bad is the car hurt? Can you get back out there and stay competitive, or at least turn some laps?
Yeah, I got it all repaired. I don't know. I thought I missed that wreck, but I saw it happen. I took to the grass. A few seconds later, I got hit by somebody. Just had wheel damage, so it's all good.
Well, it's about like playing that game Minefield back in the day when it first came out on computers. Don't know where to go. It's safe, but
that's it exactly.
Been a rough night so far. Ultimately, does this kind of change how you approach the rest of this race and just ride in the back? Or honestly, we've seen tonight ain't no place safe. Like, how does that reshape your mentality going forward?
Isn't going to change anything because I've been bouncing between 14th and 25th. Every time there's a caution, I move up or down or whatever, and it just seems I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Well, buddy, best of luck from here on out. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Yes, sir. Look at the repair list tonight. Tucker McClellan 7 minutes, almost 8. Oh, been a rough night for some drivers, and I hate to pay the tab on that. Well, at the front, Cody Nagels, Matthew Baker, Malik Ray, Devin Ray, John Ward, your top 5. Brian Barnes, Thompson, Caswell, Stephen Miles, your top 10. going. Yeah, obviously disqualified. That was from earlier. Jason Shrub, I believe he is calling it. Yeah, he's retired. As right now, Matthew Baker leads down the back straightaway. Brown working the outside lane as well, getting pushed by Malik Ray. Aubrey Thompson. They ain't seen much of Thompson since that first wreck. Goes right back in it from what looked like a car that was going to be junk has worked back up inside the fourth spot. About two, not a lot of three wide action yet, knock on wood. I think these drivers are thinking, well, maybe it's time just to you know, ride a little while. Oh, Danny Barnes! Oh, Caswell! Barksdale! Patton! There they go again! Good grief. God almighty. Garrett Caswell's night from hell continues. As does Max Dandos, who is more tore up now than what he was than the last time he got wrecked out. Danny Barnes. All the worse for wear. This may do win Max Danda 97. He can't even turn it. There goes a quarter panel. JWR racing officials will have to pick up. All right, so something happens with Barnes and Patton to trigger this one. And we're going to look at it here. What memo have we missed tonight? Just getting stacked up. Caswell into the back of the 7, and that's all she wrote. Jesus almighty. Apologize for a little bit of lag there. But, well, they get a queen on the bottom. And, I mean, Caswell, if Caswell lives, you know, Miles is going to turn him. Like, there's honestly nothing you can really do in this situation but hold on and, you know, hope for the best. Right on board with Garrett Caswell. Poor Garrett, I swear. I feel for him. Not just because we share a first name. Oh! He got T-boned by Barksdale and got T-boned again. Richard Elliott. Get his on board. There you go. Oh! Well, Elliott might not have that much damage in this. I ain't gonna lie. Tugger McClennan's already had nearly 9 minutes worth of damage. He'll throw a little bit more on there. See his POV. Next on board, Dylan Jones, if we can get a hold of his footage. Keyword if. He does it to the ground. He tried to play smart. Last on board. Max Danda. That's about all the footage we have of Danda. Well, so you can't get a word with him. Max Danda has been checked and released from the infield care center. Max, first off, are you all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, it's been a night from hell for a couple drivers, yourself included. Walk us through this last wreck. What did you see, and ultimately getting the car get back out there and turn some more laps?
Yeah, I mean, good. The car, not so much. I got 9 minutes optional. I still have my faster bear, but holding off on that the way the night's been going. But I mean, I would have been fine. I got hit from Tucker when we were all checking up because he got hit and it sent me in the outside wall. Maybe be like 3 minutes of damage, but then some dude in the 2 car came in blazing hot, like he didn't have brakes on his car. Proceeded to pow me into my teammate, hit my teammate, kills my car. I'm looking at my car right here, my in car. My hood isn't connected. It's bouncing all over the place. So hopefully it doesn't fly off when I'm driving.
Well, as for tonight, well, best of luck from here on out. I'll let you get ready for the restart here, but hopefully this ain't the last time we talk to you. I just hope it's after the race and not before it ends again.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take my faster bear here. Just too much damage.
Buddy, best of luck. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you.
Kyler Wynn back in onto the racetrack, 6 laps down. Well, been a rough one. 7th caution of the night. As the pace car in this time, Matthew Becker, Devin Ray, Aubrey Thompson, Elite Ray, Daniel Falkenham, your top 5, Miles, Harper, Ward, Nagels, Jackson Byes, your top 10. As we get set to go back, running here into the 9 Reynolds, restart zone, re-rack them and try it again. 50 laps in the books. Bit of a checkup effect. Joseph Allen not going in that purple and yellow machine. Devin Ray up to the top side. Thompson now tends to the bottom lane. Thompson, Stephen Miles working that bottom lane with John Ward, Jackson Byes, Michael Brown as they work down the back straightaway. Ray still holds the advantage in the run. Down the back straightaway, Baker and Malik Ray clear the bottom. Falkenham trying to get clear of Thompson. Down enter turn number 3. Yet again, Ray down to the bottom. He'll lead the outside lane to Matthew Baker and Malik Ray. Malik Ray involved in that first incident. Raz had to work his way back from 36, and he has done just that. Malik Ray, the defending 2-time SummerSlam 499 winner, trying to take the America 250 now. Daniel Falkenham, 2nd last year in the SummerSlam, would love to start off this season, or would love to start off his road to the SummerSlam with a bang tonight. Baker tries to block Malik Ray, not able to do it. Right now, only 3 drivers officially out tonight. West Lane, Chase Mastrota, Cameron Craighead, Lane, too much damage, Mastrota and Craighead. Both are DQ'd and done for the night. Right now, Baker working the bottom lane. Falkenham and Ray working the outside lane. Nathan Harper, Cody Eagles. 2 cars, I swear, were trashed. That was before I knew they had a fast repair. But right now, they are up, still in the running. course, race the America 250 brought to you by CCR, Chris Carter, and the Flying Aces for tonight. Also, the main sponsor for the MMS Donators Championship Series that you can catch Wednesday nights on PGR. A bit of banger so far. For some drivers, been too much of a banger than others. I think right now just trying to settle down for the moment. Not a whole lot of three wide action yet. Not that we see momentarily. See who's making the most laps so far still. Elite Ray and Matthew Baker tied at 12 each. Of course, the bonus prize. Of course, bonus for, I believe, getting the pole and leading the most laps, as well as the top 10 payout. Right now, Baker, Ray, Falkenham. Your top three, and I've actually broken out single file side by side for fourth on back between Thompson and Ray. Now side by side for second on back. Falkenham down to the bottom with Baker. Leads Malik Ray to the outside with Nathan Harper. Baker back up in front of Malik. Gonna allow Falkenham right to the inside. Cross the line. Give it to Baker again. 54 laps in the books. Working 55 now in 94. This race slowly wearing down. And if you think we've seen the intensity and aggression the first half of this race, I will guarantee you it's only going to get more aggressive, especially when it hits 30 to go. There you see a little bit of three wide action further in the back. Baker right now working the lane control about the best that he can. Covering Falkenham on entry, covering Malik Ray on exit. There you see it right there. And you can do that. The thing right now, they're just bidding their time thinking, well, you know, let's just ride a minute. Ain't no need to really push this year. I know there's a little bit of extra money on the line. Biggest movers since the start. Falkenham up 29 spots. Kinsler up 28. Ward up 28. Stephen Miles up 25. Nick Cycle up 22. They're your biggest movers so far tonight. Fast slap still belong to Aubrey Thompson 48. Further reiterate, look at as Malik Ray is coming in this time with Miles. All right, so we're going to hold off on this little chart here in a minute. Drivers on pit road: Ray, Lee, Buys, Kenny Real. So green flag pit stops taking place. Don't know if this is a strategy car or what the deal may be. 17 laps. There you see the top 10 laps. That day off in it. Any more takers? Nope. Everything feels, or the field is singled out now for the most part. A couple drivers three wide. Dega Pro's back there three wide, as a matter of fact. Kinzer and others. So right, but the majority of the field has single flat out. So I myself, oh, the 97 around on the back straightaway. He toes it back. But so the field single file now. They're probably working the field game now. This is all what this is going to be. There you see, yep, all single file out. Freight train on the bottom, working the fuel, saving some fuel. Right now, the only one not really saving fuel is Matthew Baker at this point in time. And really, you can take the top three, top five. They're still burning a little bit more fuel than what Thompson, what Elliott, what Ward, what all they will be burning right now. Just one of these things. If you're willing to drop back to the back, by all means do it. Some of them now, I believe Malik Ray and that group coming down have kind of triggered the fuel saving mode portion of this. regardless of what it's done. Okay, here comes Falkenham, so we get green flag pit stops in this. Oh, with Aubrey Thompson in the Talladegos. Joseph Allen misses it. Aubrey Thompson spins into the grass. Oh, and he's going to get Vondale. Mark Vondale dirt tracking it here at Talladega. Question is, does he miss his pit box? Well, Richard Elliott, Howard Strother Jr., Danny Barnes, Larry McDonald, Joseph Allen all have stayed out, but they have lost the draft at this moment. Black flag, Mark Vondale. For Pete's sake. Comes Elliott. Elliott and Barnes, the MMS teammates. Well, right now, here's the big group. They're going to get swallowed up. So by the end of it, of course, we know that 86 is not out. He's the leader, just the overlay for the most part. We know Elliott, McDonald, Danny Barnes all in the pits. And they go. Got a lap. Well, right now at the, what we say at the front, they're just waiting for the. They're just waiting for the 86 to come in, which he is in the pits now. So at the front, if it ever comes back, there it is. By God, about time. Well, this is the main pack. Cars. Devin Ray, Tucker McClendon, all of them further back. Yep, there's Ray McClendon, Kinsler, Tim White, Caswell, Max Danda. Everybody else just kind of spread out. Well, so far so good. And the longest green flag run of the night, Matt Lee, for the first time tonight, leads here at Talladega. Nick Seipel right back in it. Jackson Byes right back in it. I heard a lot out of Stephen Miles, none neither. There ain't a caution. We're anticipating at least one more pit stop. At least. Laps to go. again, shout out to CCR, Chris Carter, and the Flying Aces for bringing us the America 250 tonight, sponsor of this race. Of course, shout out to James Warren Racing for putting the race on. Comes John Ward. Ward ain't wanting to wait around. Baker up with him along with Miles Bagley. Trevor McClennan will go with him. Malik Ray up in front of Ward. 3 wide again. Well, right now you're seeing the guys that are right now. They are oh, there goes Stephen Miles. What a save. Caution is out though. There's more. There's another wreck somewhere. Garrett Caswell, Tim White. Garrett Caswell. I swear I feel like he's been in a 12 round boxing match. He has been beat from all sides tonight. I can see what happened. Okay, oh, he's around there. Getting pushed, getting pushed. They all just come together. Kenzer, Michael Brown. This was all that second pack. Let me look at it. Back it up a little bit. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. McClennan goes up, kind of straddling both the lanes, and I mean, it literally just accordions them. Danda into the back of the 87. Garrett Caswell into Tim White. And Garrett Caswell's Night from Hell. Sound like a broken record, but it continues. 11 hard into the wall, getting real evasive action. So 8th caution of the night, and this might end the chance of needing another pit stop. Get a word with our expert crew chief. Wait for him to contact us back. Robert Dawson gets his lap back. Right now, lap leaders. Matthew Baker right now holds it. That's 6 over Malik Ray. A lot of different leaders tonight. Secondly, Talladega. They are allowing Keller Wynn to get some of his laps back via internet issues. This ought to be the one in green here. Next cycle up 35 spots where he started. Well, Nick Sapple, Malik Ray, Matthew Lee, Jackson Byes, Nathan Harper, your top 5. Bagley, Merck, Cody Nagels, Matthew Baker, Devin Ray, the top 10. Been a wild one. You still got some heavy hitters left in it. All right. We'll try this again. Shout out Devin Ray. Has practically not left the top 10 since starting on pole in that number 2 PGR black and gold machine. All right. We're rolling again. Even restart, about the most even we've had since the start of the race. Now back straightaway, Jeff Merck looks to the outside. Nobody goes with him. Merck's gonna fall back. 25 laps to go in the America 250, and they'll enter 2x2, dead even again. Cycle and Matthew Lee. Outside lane trying to form up. Merck found Stephen Miles and Tucker McClellan. He's going to get left again. Hung out like a date on prom night. "24 laps to go." Look at the heavy hitters still left. Matt Lee, Malik Ray, Byes, Baker, Harper, John Ward, Cody Nagels. That's just the top 10. Top 15, you're still loaded with them. Falkenham, Garrett Caswell, who somehow he's got a car that can still contend for this. I don't understand how. Just to build cars in real life like they'd have that 87 machine. Dega Pro on the outside, Ward and Patton trying to make something happen. Nobody's going to win them. That don't matter. They're coming up to the front anyway. 3x3 through Tri-Oval. Lead down in front of Seipel. Matthew Lee has another lap to the leaderboard. Caution is out again. Stephen Miles, Jeff Merck. These were the guys at the back. Garrett Caswell, by God. And the damn thing is still rolling. William H. Scott just does get his going. Dylan Jones. Go back and see what happened to this one. Yeah, these are guys. Okay, hold up. Shut up for a minute, Garrett. Roll the footage. It is middleweight that mid-pack. Yeah, Tucker McLennan. Caswell, I hate that 210, buddy. The moment you get... Jeff Merck, I mean, right into the back. Caswell, well, I'll tell you what you see. And this, of course, and I'm probably going to say something I shouldn't say. Only because we're assuming, but a lot of these guys, they run the 210. Not sure what Garrett Caswell, that's just what it looks like. It's 210, but some of these guys, they run 210, and I swear I've driven it. Feels like driving an Indy car with a stock car. But right there, gets behind that little bit. And around she goes. Danny Barnes gets a piece of this. Jeff Merck come bam. Mark Vondell almost gets collected. He'll squeeze through this. Right on board with Garrett Caswell. That just does lose it. He'll slide, and Garrett Caswell escapes damage, or much damage, yet again. I swear, Joker needs a medal for all the stuff he's been through tonight. Danny Barnes is on board. Oh, he gets KO'd by Stephen Miles. Speaking of Stephen Miles, next up. Bam. William H. Scott. Oh. Slow down. Yeah, he'll come to a stop. He said, I'll wait for y'all to quit spinning. Last on board, Dylan Jones. He gets Jason Kinzer in around. So there's almost two separate wrecks in this. Well, ninth caution of the night. Garrett Caswell, I feel like I ought to give you the beer reward for as much as you've been through tonight.
Yeah.
Well, all in all, can it still get to the front and win this thing?
I don't know what the punishment is. I thought it was a DQ, but I don't know. Earlier in the race, Tucker came up and cleared me out and took both me and my teammate out. So I guess when I don't know. I don't know what's going on here.
Well, as for right now, car looks okay. I cannot believe I'm saying that, but as much as you've had to go through tonight, bottom dollar. Can the 87 still pull off the win tonight?
Yeah, if they keep me in this thing, I don't know what's going on. Truly, it's been a freaking roller coaster, but I'd hate for it to end that way. But if they keep me in this thing, I'll go up there and win it for you.
Well, best of luck from here on out, buddy. I hope you do, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing nonetheless.
Yep, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir. We need another Garrett in victory lane. I'm just not saying that because I gave a sure the first name. All right. All right, well. Garrett Caswell, DQ'd. Well. All right, Lee, Seipel, Ray, Buys, Harper brings us down. We're rolling again. 19 laps to go. Another even start by Seipel and Lee. Jackson Buys. Malik Ray trying to push. One in the front, two out. So far, so good. Ball flag there for your victory. Well, his night will be done. Right now, Matt Lee to the bottom. Here it comes Malik Ray. Get pushed by Nathan Harper. Here comes Falkenham with him. Daniel Falkenham with a run. 18 laps to go in America's 250, and right now, getting good at the front. Jackson Buys. Pushing Seipel now. Baker right behind him. Devin Ray, the pole sitter, still in it. Cody Nagel's back in it. $17 laps to go. John Ward. Dega Pro's not out of it. Matter of fact, 5th, 6th, and 7th in line. On the bottom, you can see them. Can't miss them. They're all the same car. Rest assured, it has been a long time. Well, I say that. I cannot say that. Larry McDonald went to victory lane in the MMS Donators Championship. But Lord, would McDonald love to go back to victory lane 2 in a row. Meanwhile, 4 wide out in the back. Oh, Tucker McClellan is gone. Tim White's gone. Kenny Reel's gone. Mark Vondale's night is done. Massive damage to Vondale's machine, and he may have a fast repair waiting. I ain't too sure. Tucker McClellan trying to get it back turned around, doing donuts on the back straightaway. Probably very flustered at the moment. Gets it back going. They were 4 wide when it came off of turn number 2, and then calamity. What in the world happened? 86 with a big run. They get stuck in the middle. McClellan comes down. Don't know if he realized Aubrey Thompson was there. I mean, there is a little bit of net code, but nonetheless, there's contact before that right there. Bam. Thompson gets into him a little bit more. They all just come together at that point, and 67, 86 into it. Jeff Merck goes diving to the bottom. Dylan Jones goes diving. Kenny Real makes contact with Tim White. There goes Von Dale. He's going to make hard impact into the inside retaining wall. All right, boom. I can see how it killed the left front now. Tucker McClellan, he'll come on the outside wall. Just been a rough night for a lot of drivers. Right on board with Tucker McClellan. Bam. Mark Mondale's on board. Yeah. And go. Boom. Kenny Real. Real able to grab a gear, keep on trucking. Keep your word. Joseph Allen disqualified. Nick Seipel, Gary Jenkins up here in the booth, buddy. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, it's been practically evenly matched. The last two restarts between you and Matt Lee, and who gets the lead here. What's it going to take to get the lead and ultimately get back? Or I wouldn't even say get back, ultimately get the job done tonight.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of tough guys out here. Everyone's racing so close, and it's I don't know. It's super competitive. So I think just making the right moves at the right time, and a little bit of luck will hopefully get us to where we need to be.
Well, it's been an up and down night, but here lately, in the last few. Since lap 59, really, lap 59, lap 60, and 75 has kind of been flexing at stuff. Push comes to shove. How would this change the confidence boost going towards the SummerSlam 499?
I mean, any good finish really is confidence that kind of snowballs into next week and hopefully into the week after and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I mean, I'm really focused on tonight in this race right now, not as much as SummerSlam, but it definitely would be a good boost of confidence, and it would be really nice to see a good finisher.
Well, buddy, best of luck from here on out. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you, man. I'm doing it for you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Now, this is going to sound really embarrassing. What chat were you in again?
It's 7.
Okay. All right, best of luck from here on out.
Appreciate it.
Well, he is right about one thing. He has got a stacked field to still go through. You got Matt Lee looking to return to victory lane. You got Harper, who has been flat out consistent in the donators. You've got Matthew Baker, the co-owner of PGR, no slouch when it comes to these types of money races. Jackson Buys has had a really good summer. Malik Ray, don't you ever count Malik Ray out of anything. I'll throw that out there right now. Don't never count out Folkenham neither. Right now restarting 8th. Devin Ray has been in the top 10 just about the entire night. Ray looking to go to victory lane and take an America 250 winning. John Ward, been a long time since we've seen a John Ward win. Is tonight the night, July 5th, 2026. John Ward returns to victory lane. We're going to find out. Do not touch that dial, because it's about to get good. All these names in the top 10, the rest scattered throughout the field. The field comes into the United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling again. 13 laps to go. Another great start for Matt Lee and Nick Seipel both. Buys and Harper pushing him. Who steps out of line first and makes it 3 wide? Whoever it is, it's going to be about 10th on back. But Matt Lee with the advantage. He'll get up in front of Nick Seipel. Jackson Byes on the bottom, getting pushed by Malik Ray and Falkenham. 3 wide, further back. The 12 laps to go this time. 2 by 2, nobody wants to step out and make a move yet. Byes, Lee, side by side, Jackson Byes. Do not believe Byes has led a lap all night. We'll find out. "12 laps to go. Matt Lee has led 23 laps to Baker's 17. Jackson Byes has indeed led 1 lap. Right now, Matt Lee holds the bonus as they work down the back straightaway. Jeff Burke trying to make something happen. He's got Kinsler with him. Kinsler, Bagley, and others. Kenny Reel, Tucker McClendon all coming. Here comes down the right. Here's get loose. Nick Seipel hard into the wall. Good grief. And Nick Seipel's hopes of winning the America 250 are done. Devin Ray, chances as well. Done. I don't understand really what happened. To be flat out honest with you, I don't. Both cars just got loose on one time. Take a look at it. Don't know how much we'll get because that little flicker we had. Don't know how much we'll get. Oh, that is bizarre. Rerun it again. Well, let's look at Devin Ray first, and then we'll look at Nick Seipel. So you got the Talladega Pros behind him, and they go into the corner, and Ray just goes up the track, and I mean, she just gets loose. Plain as day, just gets dead sideways, and bam! Up and over near about poor Jeff Merck. Yeah, we see it blinking. Now, what happened to Nick Seipel? 3 cars took out in this. By God, lucky it ain't more. Damn. I hate it for Nick, too. That was a fast 75. He might not be out of it. I don't know if he's got a fast pair left. Him and... I already tell you right here, it looks like him and Nathan Harper get off center. Yeah, they do it. Oh! Oh, yeah. For Nick Seipel, his night is done. Devin Ray, getting the man props. Type in the chat and drive a damaged race car at the same time. I'll give him props. I couldn't do that. 11th caution of the night. Well, there goes one. Who goes with him? Goes 2 favorites. Well, I wouldn't say favorites, but heavy hitters late into going. Been a rough one, to say the least. We still have a long way to go. Well, we ain't got quite that long. However, overtime is in the pocket. We'll look at it. 3 green-white checkered attempts if we need them. Word if. Pretty big if. Gary Caswell done for a night. Pretty sure there'll be a couple more joining. Matthew Lee, Jackson Byes, Elite Ray, Nathan Harper, Daniel Falkenham, your top 5. Baker, Danda, Ward, Nagels, Kinzer, your top 10. I'm going to try this one more time for all the marbles. And if we need the overtime, by God, we'll take them. Alright, here we go. We're rolling again. 8 laps to go. Even restart. Jackson Byes looking on the outside lane, getting pushed by Harper and Baker. Rest assured, they're not going to stay like this forever. Devin Ray still in it. Deep in the field, but still in it. Jackson Byes surges out ahead. Get pushed by Nathan Harper. Here comes Lee right back. Get pushed by Elite Ray. Side by side for a lead off in turn number 4 yet again. Goes 3 wide. Dylan Jones trying to make something happen. Jones, Brown. They're going to fall back 3 wide. Kinsler showdown line. Mid-pack. Then they sort it back out. Matt Lee trying to hold them all at the bay. 6 laps to go next time by, and Lee up to the top side. 1 car way up to the racetrack. Count our win. 3 wide, mid-pack. Matt Lee up to cover. Jackson Byes right back down to the bottom again. Here goes Cody Nagels. Harper almost gets pierced into the wall by Byes. A massive block by Jackson Byes. Not going to stop it though. Here comes Harper on the outside. Cody Nagels trying to push his teammate Nathan Harper up to the top spot. They're wrecking in the back. John Ward. They're wrecking again. Kenny Reel around. Tim White hard into the inside wall. And this might be overtime, folks. Unbelievable. Kenny Reel's night from hell continues like so many others. I mean, that's a hell. Okay, that's a hell of a save by Bagley. However, they just couldn't keep it straight. Real into Stephen Miles. There's contact. Devin Ray slaps the wall harder this time than what he did the last time. Goodness. Look at it, a save though. Look at the save from Miles Bagley. I mean, that car is wrecked and he brought it back. Be a hell of a driver for Fast and the Furious. I would give Miles Bagley that. Unfortunately for Kenny Real, they all just weren't enough room to sustain everybody. Well, been a hell of a night. They're still, and it still is not settled yet. No, it is not. Kenny Real black flag. John Ward, what's it going to take tonight, buddy?
Man, let me tell you, I've been doing pretty good trying to stay up here, and I had a lot of neck code going around, is what they're hollering, but I got a little bit of damage on the right front. I'm gonna keep it out here, and I'm gonna keep my nose down and head forward. I'm gonna try to get this thing out front. I know I got some damage, but we're gonna take every hole and every shot we can.
All you got to say is this the point of the race where friends become enemies, teammates become competitors? Like, is this kind of where it'll be every man for himself, or do you feel like the team game is still going to be in effect all the way to the end?
It depends. If there's some teammates in the front, I think they will stick together. I think there is a few up there, but I don't know. You don't never know. Come out of turn 4, usually everybody goes for themselves, but I'm sure the teammates are going to stick together till the very end.
Well, John Ward, I hope we do talk to you at the end of this thing and not before it. After this conversation, best of luck from here on out. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
You got it, man. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna put it to the floor and see what she'll do here.
All right, buddy. Hell of a job tonight, regardless.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we have seen John Ward go to victory lane. Been a while since we've seen Matt Lee go to victory lane. Same from Elite Ray. Jackson Byes, Nathan Harper, Matthew Baker, Cody Nagels, all these guys. Byes Nathan Harper because he is one of the most recent winners over the summer stretch. But this, for a lot of drivers, is the chance to end a winless streak. What do you think is going through their mind right now? They're ready to get this over with. I personally guarantee you that. They're thinking, man, we're just ready to get this over with. Like, let's get back to it. I can't say that I blame them. Again, big shout out to CCR, Chris Carter, the Flying Aces for putting on the America's 250 tonight. It has been a little bit chaotic but you still have a lot of heavy hitters at the front. Well, Matt Lee has gone through Jackson Bias. He's gone through Nick Seipel. Now he has got to go against Malik Ray one more time. And this might not be the end. Still 3 green-white checkers that I don't know if people have really accounted for it yet. I'm sure they are now. We're going to see. Malik Ray, Matthew Lee, Jackson Bias, Nathan Harper, Matthew Baker, your top 10. Cody Nichols, Falkenham, Ward, Bagley, and Nanda, your top 10. I'll say the same thing about Caswell's car. I'll say the same thing about Max Danda's car that I said about Gary Caswell. I wish they built him as good in real life. We're rolling. 2 laps to go. They make it back to the white. We got a race. It ain't going to matter what happens. Matthew Lee, what a great restart. The best one of the night. Malik Ray comes back to the bottom. Here it comes the 10 Solutions number 88. Almost like shot out of a cannon. Jackson Byers pushing Malik Ray for all he's worth. Down the back straightaway, side-by-side drag race. Getting squirrely, starting to snake down the back straightaway to get it sorted back out. Being a white flag next time if they make it back. They make it to the tri-oval. I don't think the caution will be thrown. If they wreck off a 4, it will definitely be thrown. They're going to get to the tri-oval. This time, white flag, 1 lap to go. Lee, ready to settle it. Now Lee to the bottom. Here it comes, Nathan Harper. Harper get pushed by Cody Nagels. Lee cover Malik Ray. That's what he wants to do. Keep Malik boxed in the best that he can. Harper with a run down the back straightaway. Lee up to cover Harper. Malik now charges the bottom again. Into turn 3 for the final time. Nathan Harper side by side with Matthew Lee. Third 3 and 4. It's going to really happen off of 4. They're trying not to get right. They're trying to hold it together. Matt Lee, Malik Ray blows up. Somebody blows up. Matt Lee covered all grounds. They right behind them. Matthew Lee to victory lane again at Talladega. Harper, Cody Nagels with a 3rd place run tonight. John Ward 4th. They're right behind them again. Malik Ray comes home 5th. What a run by Matthew Lee. A return to victory lane yet again for the Dega Pros, and more importantly, a return to victory lane for Matthew Lee. Have you ever? No, I've never. Not that dramatic. All right, you know what? I'll learn the teams when you send me a list. Well, what do you say about Matt Lee? All right. Lee, Harper, Nagels, Ward. Malik Ray will come home 5th. And you're going to burn that joker to the ground. Can't say that I blame him. I don't blame him. Not tonight. John Ward, the biggest mover of the night, 32 spots, will have to settle for 4th yet again. See, can't get a word. We're going to give Matt Lee a moment here to join the Discord so we can pull him up. Well, while we wait for him. See, can't get Nathan Harper. Nathan Harper, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, from junk to second. Walk us to the night for Nathan Harper.
Yeah. Shoot, I don't know. One caution came out, and it cycles me up to the front, and I don't know, it's probably like, what, 30, 20 laps to go, and like he pulled me up before the race, asked me when I was going to go, and well, that's when I went. And yeah, that paid off. He didn't want to be in the back, especially, you know, with our team and the other team up there. That third lane, nah, you had to have people committed, and I mean, that's how it works.
Well, second place run, not exactly what I think you planned, but I got to say it. Compared to how it finished, compared to how it started. How do you look at tonight? Really, of course, the road still continues to the SummerSlam. Tonight about survival, does it kind of help increase a driver's, I wouldn't say wreck avoidance, but awareness, spatial awareness? Like, really, what can you take from tonight?
I mean, yeah, I feel like the SummerSlam is going to be a little bit of a wreck fest, and tonight, well, was a wreck fest. I don't even know how many cautions we had. But yeah, I mean, it'll get you ready for a long race. You better strap in, because last year's, oh my gosh, that took way longer than it had to. So it's going to be an endurance race of how long it is, and maybe I won't fall asleep midway through.
Well, as for tonight, you had to earn it, but it will be it. But at least Nightmare Esports is second and a third. I really ain't too sure. I mean, I have people remind me all the time I need to learn the teams. I need everybody to send me a list of who's running with who. But as for tonight,
yeah,
this just something just something to expect the night that we had.
Yeah, you know, team games.
See if I still got him here.
Oh, hello.
There you are.
I'm having packet loss issues. I see it in my iRacing. Yeah. Question again. Sorry.
Well, is this just kind of the thing? This is just kind of what we kind of expect in some of these scenarios with the plate racing in the package and all that, or really like was just tonight again one of them off nights?
I feel like with how a race goes, it depends on who's up front doing what, and it's like if you have a bunch of wild cards in the mix, the racing's unpredictable. But if you have teammates up there, I mean, it's pretty much our team versus, I don't even know if they have a name. I'm going to say Malik's crew, whatever. That will really determine how our race goes. And right there, I mean, we had no choice but to stay side by side and push, because you have somebody behind you that's not on your team. But it's like, okay, well, if we go third, is he going to go with us, or is he going to stay middle? And it just kind of forces your hand. So you have to be smart about that. You don't take every run. That can get you in trouble. So just kind of had to commit there, unfortunately. But with the SummerSlam, I feel like, yeah, all hell is going to let loose.
Well, buddy, last question I got before I let you head out of here. Is there anybody want to thank, friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Oh, yeah, shout out to my team. I feel like we did good for the most part. Got a 2-3-6, so I think that's cash. Yeah.
I thought top 10 was cash, mate.
Oh, top 10. Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad. I'm used to like top 7, top 5.
Ain't lying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. How many did 4 of us on the top 10, so 40%. So we had a good night. So yeah, team and everyone who showed up tonight. Happy 250 to America. You for broadcasting this for us, and James and Jimmy for putting this on for us tonight.
My buddy, a hell of a job tonight for Nathan Harper. He'll come home second tonight in America's 250, and hopefully next year he'll come home in America's 251 the winner. Appreciate your time tonight, buddy. Hell of a job.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right, the man himself. Matt Lee, Garrett James up in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy.
Yeah, I got you guys.
You did a hell of a job defending the lanes for them final 30 laps. Walk us through it.
Yeah, a couple good teammates behind me there. Malik kept asking me what I wanted to do, and I said block whoever the hell I can. So that's what we kind of committed to as a team there the rest of that race.
Well, chaotic night. Really did not see the 04 really involved in much of anything throughout the night. And up and down night up until the final, looking at the chart, give or take probably the last 50 laps or so. Lap 50 on up, right there in the top 10. It was tonight. Did you kind of anticipate coming into tonight and it being kind of a survival run, or like really what was the mindset going forward?
Yeah, it always is with these cars. It seems, especially these long races, you just gotta be there at the end. When that last pit window opens and you can take advantage of it and keep track position from there. That's kind of, what I focus on, what we got done.
Well, I'll ask you $300. At least I believe it was still $300 going to the winner. Got a little change in your pocket. I'll ask you this. August 2nd, SummerSlam 499, yet another race in the road to the SummerSlam, and tonight, one of the big ones. How does it feel getting the job done tonight, and ultimately, where will this put your mindset as we continue through July towards the SummerSlam?
Real good test and good look at a long race. What you're gonna have to do and how the end of the race could play out. Definitely learned a lot from it. All you can do is kind of just take bits and pieces from every race and look forward and a lot of luck in that race.
Well, I'll ask you these last two questions. Number one, can you take, I know it's a different setup, don't know what PGR will be running setup wise. I have all lighties, it'll be the fixed setup, but don't quote me on that. But what can you take out of tonight to put forward, or really is it just, there really ain't much to learn other than just how to survive?
Yeah, I think, like you just said, like learning how to survive. Setup to setup, race to race, track conditions, it's always changing between temperature, time of day, all of it. Those are all variables that change how the setup acts. So, I think really just the racecraft and the moves that you're going to have to make, strategy calls, stuff like that. I think that's just going to be the biggest outlier.
Well, buddy, last question I got before I let you head out of here. Is there anybody want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, just all the guys racing together there. Love from Malik, Jackson. Nick was up there till he got in trouble. Merck, Kyler, he disconnected, but just all the guys that were there at the end of that race. All focused on doing the same thing.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight for Matt Lee. He will walk out of here the winner of America's 250, and if I'm not mistaken, he'll walk out of here with the most laps led of 34 out of 94 tonight. So, Matt, a hell of a payday, a hell of a job, and hope to talk to you after the SummerSlam as a SummerSlam 499 champion. We'll drop him back down. Last but not least, Cody Nagel's Night from Hell will end on a good note, finishing third. Cody, walk us through this one. A lot to uncover.
You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you. The money racing community as a whole has got to be better. These constant cautions when, you come up here, you take time out of your day, you broadcast these races, and, for a lack of, on top of too many cautions for one, and for two, you have somebody that blows their motor, even though it's someone, Jackson, I love you as a guy, but we got to start having accountability for this stuff. When you blow your motor, you got to get off the track. If we want the money racing community to get back to a point where we want these kind of turnouts night in and night out instead of once in a blue moon or once a week or whatever, we have got to start showing respect for each other. It's not hard. But the turnout was great for the race. I just don't like to see that kind of a finish when he easily could have pulled over and we all could have raced it out. But he screwed a lot of people's race because of that. But that's my rant over. Hopefully we all learn from that as a community and do better next time.
Well, for you tonight, fast repair had to go early. From there, did it kind of shift the mindset into now? Really, and I'm not calling you out. I just want to pick your brain here for a second.
Yeah.
We talked at the top of the show. The outside or the front of the field might be the safest. Well, we come to find out tonight, at least from what I saw, nowhere was safe. Not the middle, not the front, not the back. How did that kind of change your mentality and mindset going throughout this race, especially with a fast repair, your only fast repair, gone that early?
Man, honestly, at that point, I feel like I am trying to play more of a team game. If I could support, because in front of me I had Baker and Harper, and Falk was around me, and I was just like, well, I'll try to be support as best as I can, but I'm sitting around I think at one point I was like P11 starting bottom, and I'm thinking, well, I've supported you guys enough, love y'all, but it's time for me to run my race. I'm gonna have to try to go third. I'm gonna have to do this myself. I can't sit around any longer. So I made my luck a little bit there at the end. I made my own fortune, but P3's as good as I'm happy with it tonight because I had, some issues throughout the race, getting involved in wrecks and stuff. So to, have a chance, I thought that I really didn't think I was going to have a chance to win the race the way it played out. Harper did a really, really good job staying up front, which I was good just supporting him as best as I can. But he was in a good position, and if he would have played his cards right, Harper would have won the race. Jackson, when he blew his motor and Matt went up, if he would have read that quickly, which I don't expect him to because, that was bang, bang. But if he would have read it quick and went up to the third and I was able to make that move with him, we finished 1-2. But that is hindsight, and you can't be upset when you finish 2-3, and hats off to Matt. I like to see Matt Lee winning. Matt's a great guy. It was overall a good night. I'm just afraid of the SummerSlam potentially, what it could be, because it just seems like there's very, very poor decision making on the track, and it doesn't seem like there's an end in sight for it, unfortunately.
Well, buddy, last question I got for you before I let you head out of here. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I want to thank you for putting on the broadcast, of course. I want to thank James Waring for putting on the race. Jimmy Crow and William Rice also for helping out with RC. I want to thank everyone I ran with at Nightmare Esports. Shout out to Harper for getting on the podium with me. Want to give a shout out to one of my sponsors, Redline Racing Network, for being on board with me since the PGR 500 and will be again in the SummerSlam. And my primary sponsor for the SummerSlam, Chris Carter and CCR Flying Aces, supporting Nightmare Esports. And he's gonna be on the hood for 4 or 5 entries. So hopefully we can get the one of the CCR machines in Victory Lane. And it looks like we have a lot of speed. We just got to execute under the bright lights, I guess, which I guess technically it's not under the lights, but you know what I mean. When the moment gets big, we've got to get out there and we've got to be able to perform. These races is one thing, being able to do it for a few $100, but when it starts talking over $1,000, that's It's a much different game. So we got to be able to execute together, and we got to be on our A game.
Oh, buddy. Congratulations tonight on a P3 finish. Cody Nagel's road to the SummerSlam 499 takes another step in the positive with a third-place run. Cody, I said it once, I'll say it again. Hell of a job tonight. Hopefully, if we ain't talked to you before the SummerSlam, hopefully we can call you the SummerSlam 499 champion at the end of it.
Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good.
Yes, sir. You know I'll announce that like Bruce Buffer.
I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully that comes true, but we'll see.
All
It's
right.
going to be a very strong field.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck then, and hopefully we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. John Ward. Oh, crap. I did not. Yeah, that works. All right. Final results for tonight. After what was a grueling night, the America's 250 has came to an end. Final results. As soon as we get them to work here, by God. There we go. Matthew Lee, your winner tonight over Nathan Harper, Cody Nichols, John Ward, Malik Ray, your top 5. Miles Bagley, Calvin Wynn, Dylan Jones, Larry McDonald, Aubrey Thompson, your top 10. Tim White, Mark Vondale, Michael Brown, Michael Barksdale, Jason Kinzer will round out the top 15. Kenny Real, Tucker McClendon, Jeff Merck, the top 18. As we go on down, Howard Strother Jr., Richard Elliott, Jason Byes, Danny Barnes, Max Danda, Thomas Bayerdorf, Matthew Patton, your top 15. Daniel Falkenham tonight will not come to fruition. For Daniel, he will turn his attention to the 499 now. Devin Ray, a strong number 10 car tonight, will have to settle for a 27th place finish. Matthew Baker, Stephen Miles, William H. Scott, Nick Seipel, Jeffrey Vickery, Daniel Lawless, Chase Mastretta, Michael Menchaca, Wes Lang, Joseph Allen will round out the field. Well, no, Garrett Caswell, Cameron Craighead rounds out. Now that will round out the top 39 drivers tonight. With that being said, SummerSlam 499, August 2nd. You ain't going to want to miss it. You know I'm not. Racing, broadcasting, or looking at it on the couch. Ain't going to miss it. Again, August 2nd. The biggest race of the summer. Now, everybody you saw tonight will be biting for a spot in. Of course, Malik Ray looking to go 3 in a row. Until then, appreciate everybody watching. I will see everybody this Wednesday night for the MMS Donators Championship Series. Joshua McCullough still holds the points lead as far as I'm concerned. But we'll know more about it at the end of it. Until then, take it easy. Have a good one. I'll see everybody Wednesday night.